Hi, Vencore Weather meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, October 2nd. Kind of a cool, damp morning here in the Mid-Atlantic region with a little bit of drizzle and even light rain in some spots. All this is due to a circulating low-pressure area over New England that is sending northeast winds down the I-95 corridor from New York City down to D.C., keeping it kind of cool and damp this morning. Attention will shift later today to the west as a powerful cold front starts to head towards the East Coast. That front will cause some rain around here, primarily late tomorrow night into the morning hours on Saturday. Primarily an after midnight type of event along the I-95 corridor into the early to middle part of Saturday. Much cooler air floods the Mid-Atlantic region behind that front for Saturday night and Sunday. Some of the coolest temperatures seen all fall season will occur late Saturday night into early Sunday morning, perhaps touching the 40-degree mark for lows in some spots. And Sunday's highs will struggle to pass 60 degrees up and down the I-95 corridor. It stays cool early next week, but not quite as cool as what we should experience on Sunday. Well, here's a 24-hour loop of the water vapor imagery using GOES satellite. And you can kind of see the spin in the atmosphere right here. Again, this is the water vapor imagery loop. And right here, you can see it's even affecting down the I-95 corridor. Even though the main batch of rain is up over New England, there's enough of a circulation to produce an ocean flow of air this morning in the I-95 corridor, all the way from New York City down across Philadelphia into D.C., hence the low clouds and even a touch of light rain or drizzle. That should give way to some sunshine this afternoon, but it'll stay on the cool side. Meanwhile, out to the west, you can see all this flare-up out here over the Ohio Valley, the western part of the Midwest here, all associated with that strong cold front that is starting to barrel towards the East Coast. Again, it'll reach the East Coast by early Saturday. Well, here's a look at the conventional surface map, and here's low pressure off the East Coast. Again, a low-level flow out of the northeast this morning, producing lots of clouds and even a touch of drizzle or light rain. The main area of interest really is out here over the middle part of the country. This is that strong cold front that will barrel towards the East Coast over the next 48 hours. Some severe weather is possible ahead of the front out here over the Midwest and Ohio Valley later on today. Don't expect any severe weather associated with this frontal passage here in the I-95 corridor. There certainly can be some brief heavy downpours late tomorrow night into Saturday morning, and certainly an embedded thunderstorm or two containing some gusty winds late tomorrow night, early Saturday. Well, here's a look at the latest infrared satellite imagery loop from the SSEC Wisconsin website. Again, you can see the spin in the atmosphere over New England, putting some northeast winds down the I-95 corridor and some low clouds and even a touch of drizzle or light rain. All of this out here in the middle part of the country associated with that developing strong cold frontal system. That front reaches the East Coast by early Saturday. Well, let's now focus in on the upcoming strong cold frontal system using some computer forecast maps. First of all, this is last night's NAM model run, just looking at the 500 millibar map for the next 84 hours associated with this intense frontal passage coming to the East Coast late tomorrow night, Saturday morning. This is from the College of DuPage website. First of all, a couple things to point out. This red area is strong upper level winds, a jet streak moving down out of Canada, right wrapping around into this system. Again, very strong upper level support with this strong frontal system over the next 24 to 48 hours or so. Notice a little negatively tilted trough here at the end of the frames here. Basically, that's a northwest to southeast orientation to the 500 millibar pattern. That typically indicates strong intensification of a surface system, in this case a surface frontal passage, and it also tends to slow things down. That's why it looks like we may not get clearing skies until late Saturday, especially not in the New York City and New England areas. Rain will hold on latest to the north and east. New York City will clear out well after D.C. clears out, for example. But again, a very healthy upper level pattern associated with the strong frontal system, all able to support some heavy downpours and maybe even some thunderstorm activity late tomorrow night and Saturday morning. Well, now let's look at surface forecast map. This is using last night's 0 as a GFS model run. We'll look at 12-hour increments beginning with this evening and going all the way to Saturday evening, basically a 48-hour period encompassing this strong frontal passage. By tonight, basically rain-free conditions here up and down the I-95 corridor. Again, there can be some light rain or drizzle over the next few hours, anywhere from New York City down to Philadelphia, even as far south and west as northern Maryland, District of Columbia. Mainly a rain-free day today. The best chance for sunshine will be later on this afternoon. Out here in the middle of the country, lots of rain, maybe even some severe weather associated with this strong cold frontal system. Again, there can be some severe weather in the western part of the Midwest and all the way to the Ohio Valley later on this afternoon from this strong cold frontal system. A cold air mass plunges into the northern plains behind this front. There can't even see some snow across the northern plains later on Friday and into the weekend hours from the northern plains into the western Great Lakes. Here's a forecast map for tomorrow morning. By this time, you'll see a southerly flow of air ahead of that frontal system starting to develop out across the Ohio Valley. We'll notice an increase in the breeze tomorrow afternoon out of the southwest ahead of this frontal system. Lots of rain associated with this front tomorrow morning, still out over the Ohio Valley. Let's now jump ahead to Friday evening. Well, here's the forecast map for tomorrow evening. By this time, the breeze out of the south and southwest will have begun here in the I-95 corridor. The rain is likely to hold off for the most part until midnight and later. Certainly can be an evening shower, but again, the rain associated with this frontal system looks like it'll be mainly after midnight tomorrow night. Let's now jump ahead to Saturday morning. Well, here's the forecast map for Saturday morning, and that cold frontal system right on top of the region here in the I-95 corridor with some heavy downpours, maybe even a rumble of thunder. Any thunderstorm can contain some gusty winds. Any downpour likely to be brief, but certainly there is a threat for some downpour activity late tomorrow night into Saturday morning. Cold air flooding the Ohio Valley early Saturday, and that pours into the Mid-Atlantic region later Saturday and Saturday night. Let's now look at the Saturday evening forecast map. Well, here it is by Saturday evening. The rain should be ending at this time across New York City, and the main weather story at this time will be cold air pouring into the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, some of the coldest temperatures so far this season may be experienced in the I-95 corridor late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, perhaps as low as 40 degrees in some areas. And Sunday afternoon highs will struggle to pass 60 degrees behind this next strong cold frontal system. And that's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist